it's been pretty amazing. What do you have to say?
Yeah, it has been, huh? You go there and you think, oh, you're like a fish in water. You don't know how you are, and you think that's the only way. That's just the way it is. This is just the way it is. And to see how you're really acting was quite a shock. Wow, I said, that's what I'm doing? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And I don't know, I'll have to look at the tape again because I was shocked at how I was doing this relationship. I just looked and I said, whoa. I didn't realize it. That's the funny thing. I was like, well, it's just the way it is. It's all the way, it's just the way it is. And once I saw it, I could change it. Well, I didn't even have to change it. I just stopped doing it. I just stopped being an asshole.
Thank God.
I love it. You know what I love when you say that? I can see the innocence in what, not knowing what you did or kind of what the behavior was or something. But what you were just saying, I feel like, it's done so innocently. You didn't see what you did before or something. And then only when you brought awareness to it, it was like, that's all it took, right? You just took the seeing of it. You didn't have to do anything to change it or something.
No.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's the great part of it. It's like, whoa. And it was such a weight off of me. It was like unconsciously carrying a sack of rocks around. And somebody tells you, drop the rocks. And you say, what rocks? What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Rocks, idiot. And then I just realized, whoa, yeah. And I just let it go and they're gone. It was so much lighter.
They didn't go anywhere into any memories. Like George was not having any old bad feelings. He just really focused on goodwill towards each other. And what did you see in that, the way he worked with us the first day? Because I really...
Oh, he was being philosophical. So when you come loaded with a bunch of stories and, proof about how you're right, you want to hear it. So whenever we started to get into, for example, I don't want to hear that, George would go, I don't want to hear it. Philosophically, and he'd just keep it at that level. So he was looking for a feeling, and he didn't want to go down. He didn't want to go down with us. So he was up, and he kept us up there. It's where we could see. Yeah.
I say he kept us up there where we could see. I would have not ever known to do that.
Yeah, he would not tolerate going into your story, into your drama.
Yeah.
No, not interested.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because I can't remember what I realized then, but I realized, like I said, like I was carrying this war on for years, the constant war.
See, I knew that.
I had no idea. I just thought that's the way you did it. Right?
Yeah.
It was so obvious. It was just playing it. Yeah, just go to war. That's what you do. Every day. And you'll win sooner or later. I said, whoa. That was shocking to me. And I just was able to drop it. Was able to drop it? Or no, just in the seeing it. You're banging your head against the wall, and that's normal.
Yeah, totally. There's nothing else, right, to go to. He's like,
I'm banging my head against the wall. Well, just stop. Oh, how you're a genius. That's what it was like. Effortless. It's like effortless change. It's great.
Change without having to do anything.
Now, one guy who was a counselor, he was there with his counselor, his partner, not his romantic partner, his counselor partner. And after watching us, they ran out into the parking lot and called their significant others he said, to apologize. He just said, "I'm sorry." I said, wow.
I know, look at you guys, you created ripples.
Yeah, maybe it was great.
It was funny watching Tom talk, because I knew that I've always felt this feeling, like a little bit of a war feeling with you, but I never saw you just explaining how you saw it. It was so different for me. I mean, we've been together for a long time. And so I never expected that, or it was just really sweet to watch you talk about it. So then he's talking to all the 80 people or however many people about how much I spend money. And I'm thinking in my head, they must think I go to Bloomingdale's. I go thrift store shopping. Like what? So I say, wait a minute, when he's saying all this stuff, how I'm going to bankrupt the family. And then that day we had Linda and George. And she explained to me that when I start engaging in his thinking about me, which is really just his reaction and his thinking about me, I kind of stepped over to the line into my part into making this an adversarial relationship. Like I could have just said, that's funny that he thinks that and all that. But no, I got into defending, and I really saw how I do that all the time. You're reacting, and then I'm reacting to your reaction. So it's these two like reaction puppets, and you're not even in a relationship. If we're not grounded in this space of goodwill towards each other, then every fight means something. So that's what George and Linda were saying. They could have a reaction. They're human beings, and they have reactions to each other. But they could work through anything because they're grounded in good soil, a good place. They're not at the edge of a cliff. So to be grounded in this goodwill towards each other, it seems like maybe, any big thing that happens, we could move right through it instead of what it used to be, So it's kind of super exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. And I think when you have that insight for yourself, so even, with your own relationship with self, if you get frustrated or if you get upset, it doesn't mean anything, Like you don't have to then feel judgmental because you got upset or whatever, it's like you don't have to punish yourself. It's just like, it's just an upset, and, and the same with your partner. They're just having an upset. It doesn't mean anything about you or about anyone. It's just becomes so freeing, isn't it? Like you can just be free in the relationship. And, if you're feeling excited, you're feeling excited. If you're feeling upset, you're feeling upset. But it's just like being children again, isn't it? Just having the freedom to express in the moment what you feel without it meaning anything about the other person. Or
Right.
I love that.
We'll have to call you after our first fight after this new freedom.
well, now where you've got your goodwill towards each other, I'm sure it all works out.
You're so fun.
Oh. Well, now is where everything begins, isn't it? Now where the exciting journey begins with all the new insights and stuff.
Yeah, like Tom said to me in our Valentine's Day card, I'm glad we get a second chance.
Yeah, that's so sweet.